I finished looking at the Lop Sao drill. Okay, the third official one we're going to show you is a H2H switch. So, my good buddy Manuel here, always happy to entertain my little ventures. So, from here, go ahead and roll for a few. Boom. When I get to this back fist point, before he grabs me, this hand's going to descend down and slap and H2H Sao, and this hand's going to punch. So here, and he's going to counter with the Wing Sao, and that takes us back into our drill. Manuel does it to me, I catch with the Wing Sao, and we roll back in. So, in review, we have 3 changes that you could do out of this. Manuel's going to go through all of them really slow so you guys get a better look at it. The first one's a high Lop Sao switch. He pulls me, I counter with the Wing Sao. That's my counter for all of these. The second one's a low Lop Sao switch, where he grabs off of my back fist once he's already pulled it. And then the third one is the H2H Sao switch, where he slaps down and then punches. So that's your 3. High Lop Sao, low Lop Sao, and H2H Sao. The H2H Sao switch happens the same position as the high Lop Sao switch, or the high Lop Sao switch. So from here, at my back fist, this hand just going to descend down and slap. So from here, I slap, I punch. I roll back into a Wing Sao, and back into. From here, this hand drops down to slap, this hand punches on the outside, and I'm back on the inside. And that's H2H Sao switch. What's great about these energy drills is you can literally do whatever you want out of it. It would take us hours upon hours upon hours to show every possible thing that can be done, and that's really up to you to explore for yourself and to grow and to find the places to insert your techniques. I do want to show one way of changing this up just a little bit. In all of these instances, when he did his switch and threw his punch, I countered with that Wing Sao to continue the flow. Let's say someone counters with a pat, well then that would either change how the flow went, or we could go in and work on some of our combinations. So let's say in the first instance he does his high Lop Sao switch, so we're going to roll a few times, and then I get to here, and I catch and he pulls. Now it's more efficient for me to do the Wing Sao, however you are going to run into people who are going to pat. So Manuel's counter to that would be that Lop Sao, a small disengagement Lop Sao. I don't really have a way of countering that this way. My only answer to that would be a Wing Sao, and then I would roll back into it. Let's say in the next instance he does that H2H Sao, really slow. In this case I pat. Well, he would go back to that Lop Sao, and that would roll us in on this side. The next one would be that low Lop Sao switch. So as I pull, I come around from my back fist, he rolls around, throws that punch, I screwed up and did a Wing Sao, let's go back. From here, he does that low Lop Sao switch, I catch it here, and again, he would be in that small disengagement Lop Sao, I would catch with the Wing Sao, and we would roll back in. And that would be the first energy drill, Lop Sao drill. The next one we're going to show you in a following video is H2HTrainers. And just a quick preview, H2HTrainers is more percussive. Whereas in a Lop Sao drill you have this kind of cohesion and you're stuck and you're feeling the sensitivity more. H2HTrainers is going to bring out timing a little bit more and reference point a little bit more. And we'll get more into that later. But the main thing I want to talk about now is that the Lop Sao drill and H2HTrainers can flow together. They can go back and forth. So H2HTrainers looks like this, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. It's nothing particularly new. But out of H2HTrainers, you can go into Lop Sao drill, and do all those changes we just showed you. For example, that'd be a low lop switch, and he would go into that, and he went to that one, and then I could come back in, and we're back in the hoo bar. And there's several more energy drills you could add to this, and eventually it's going to bring your trapping to a much higher level. As with all energy drills or sensitivity drills, you can do whatever you want out of this, pretty much. Some stuff's not going to feel great, it's not going to mesh real well. It's up to you to experiment, play around, and use this drill and see what you can fit in. These 3 switches are a great way to get started, and they'll teach you the basics. All of the trapping combinations that we showed previously, or most of them anyway, can be done out of this drill. So if we take that H2HT Sao to Lop Sao off the rear hand, with trapping combinations, you can flow back into the drill sometimes it doesn't work. That's great, but it depends on who you're rolling with, how experienced they are. So if we go to the H2HT Sao Lop Sao, from here we would start off with our H2HT Sao switch. So from this position, I would punch, maybe I would catch it on the inside this time to represent that Lop Sao, and then I'd roll my back fist. On the other side, I would go like this. Over here, Lop Sao punching down the center, because this time we're representing, he didn't counter with a Bong Sao, but he countered with a little pat. And then I roll from here into our back fist. Combinations off of that high Lop Sao switch. Here, roll it 10 times. If I punch, I would pretend that he caught it on the inside again. We can go to another one. So one more time. The second Lop Sao down the middle. We can also roll to that Lop Sao to H2HT Sao, we'll say off the low switch. So 1, 2, I roll around, I punch here, I pretend he blocked on that one, and I go to a H2HT Sao there. So it's up to you to play around and find all the little things that you can put into this drill. Have fun. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Hope you got something out of it. We're going to be back more on this piece of equipment, show you some other ways you can develop your fighting skills. Thanks so much. Bye.